going on, Robin? Let's take a look over here at what I'm printing. Got a little bit of fibrillation going on. My fibers are lifting. Well, I mean, it doesn't really look like they are, so what's happened is I've got a little bit of extra length on this shirt that I didn't want. I actually ran out of flattened room. Not paying attention on this image. That sucks. Let's go ahead and finish the image though. It's a very large image. Let's take a look over here again. This is Medical Mary Jane strain. Miss Medical Mary Jane. And so in all of these empty spaces back here, I'm going to put rhinestones. So there'll be rhinestones around her crown and rhinestones under, you know, her chin. This will be a very cool shirt. Alright, so let's get this moved over here. Let me check how much battery I've got. Okay, so I've got enough to move us this way. That looks freaking cool, man. That's awesome. That looks incredible. Turn on some backlight for us. Should give us a little more light. Kind of zoom in on that. So there's got to be a lot of rhinestones going there. I'll probably have over get me out of this Zio matrix. That's cool, man. I mean, I could definitely do that. That's not a problem. You know, I'll just shoot you over a link. I'll send you over a link, a PayPal link, and you can start there. No, that's not a gay pride parade t-shirt. Hell no, man. That's a Medical Mary Jane strain. Medical Mary Jane. It's Mary Jane we're looking at, not a gay pride shirt. Alright, so that should help you see it a little better. Let's turn it around. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is we're going to add rhinestones all the way through here, all in there, all around her cannabis leaf. We'll put rhinestones down around her collar and inside of here. That's a cool shirt. Yeah, it's Medical Mary Jane. And I'm not done with her yet. I mean, this shirt's probably gonna have 200 rhinestones in it. Nathan, that could be done, absolutely. We'd have to use symbols of the matrix that have not been used anywhere. So let's get to rhinestoning. So we'll put the rhinestones right in this area here. So they're going to go right in there. They'll go right in there. I'll have layers of rhinestones in here. Layers of rhinestones in there. And let me get this done. You guys can hang out while I do this or not. Let's see. This will give you an idea how we're going to do this. To kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to do. Where's my tweezers? It's kind of the long application method, but I haven't traced this over yet, so it's primarily just for easy decorations. I really don't care if it's off too much. Kind of shows the human involvement rather than always using transfers. It may take a while, you know, if I cut this on my vinyl cutter, sure, it'd be real fast. But nonetheless, it's still going to work out. Sometimes you just have to apply them by hand, you know? And all I'm doing is just kind of eyeballing and making sure that they're in the center of the, you know, center of the shirt area that I'm trying to print on. And you know, because direct to garment is so, it's like there's no image on the shirt. I like direct to garment far above screen printing because you really cannot feel you know, the image, like if I were using plastisol inks, I wouldn't be able to do this first and foremost because the rhinestones would not be able to set so well into the plastisol ink. I'm just going to get these turned over. As soon as they're turned over, I'll get them in place and then I'll come back and straighten them out. And so I've got different color rhinestones I'm going to put in here. And so they'll be matching the color of the shirt. And so the only thing that kind of bothers me is that there's really not a way to measure this out in my RIP software because I have a real hard trouble getting an exact measurement on height and length. And so if I throw this into my vinyl cutter, it's going to ask me for specific measurements. And I guess I could know what those measurements are if I just measured with a ruler. That'd probably be very fast, and that's what I'll go ahead and do. But then I can only use one transfer because I may not ever be able to print the image in that size again. And all I'm doing is just making sure that my rhinestones are as close to the center of this image as I can get. My cat is dying to get out. Let's see what she wants. Come on. Oh, you're in the closet. Come on, babes. I didn't know you were in the closet. My kitty cat went to sleep in the closet. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to hang this. I printed the portrait of this on a really big 13 by 19 image. And I have to tell you, it's just real beautiful to look at. Kind of in that old poster format, you know, from the 60s. It looks like that's going to be pretty cool, although it does seem like there are more rhinestones on that side than this side. So I'm just going to add one more in here. And then we'll do a really quick cleanup. And then I will get as long as that's in there, that's good. That's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and get our transfer paper and get that first line there laid. Transfer paper is right over here. I see you. That's rhinestones. I don't need a lot of transfer paper. It's just a matter of where we put it. And I think I see it here. Sweet. Let's go ahead and get this tuned over to where you guys can see it. I'll put the flash on that. Stuart, so I printed this shirt and now I'm adding rhinestones to this shirt. And so what I do is I go back and forth on this image until finally comes out right. And so this is a little bit of a process because I have different color stones that I'm adding in on this. So we just want to put this up here and bring our temperature down to I want to say it's 330. I'll double check because this is a different set of rhinestones. Okay, so I'm at 335, which is already right there, man. That's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get these rhinestones on here set. Looks like that's where we want to place the stones. Does that look about right? I think so. We just want to make a couple of little corrections here so that it stays consistent. I want to take a look at something really quick just to make sure that this isn't going to stain my shirt. So I'm going to do something, just going to flip inside out real quick just for a second here. And since I already pressed the front of that shirt, I just kind of want to look and see if this image, or whatever the hell it is going to bother my shirt. There's some white fabric or something on here, so I'm testing the inside of the shirt. Okay, so nothing's coming off. That's good. We can go ahead and get back to this. Sometimes you just have to make sure to protect your, to protect your work, because the last thing that we want to do is mess up a shirt. And I'm going to do this upside down because I want to print on the back of that shirt and not ruin my... Wow, dude, that's going to look amazing. Alright, so I got a couple of more rows to go before I fix her crown. How much do these shirts cost if I were pricing them? Because my normal white shirts are only $20. My black shirts are $25. If I start adding and embellishing rhinestones and stuff like that, then the cost of the shirt could be generally higher. And I'm just going to put double screens down here like that, because we just want to tack these on. So 15 seconds medium pressure. And so what I'm going to do is just tack these. Like that should be enough for them to lift. Maybe not. We'll go right back down. I might not have enough pressure under here. That could be an issue, so let's try it again. Let's go the full 15. I may not have enough pressure, so let me go a little bit higher on the pressure. Alright, 15 seconds. And by now they should have stuck. Just have to keep going, you know, piece by piece. Now, so we got that part done. And so when we turn the flash on these, it kind of looks very illuminated. You just kind of run it through it like that, and you can get an idea of how those things light up. And so we'll just keep going through with the different colors until that's finalized. I'll turn the flash off here, and then I'll look at my next rhinestones in here that we're going to do. Part of her crown as well will sit perfectly in there. And then along her smoke, on the inside of her smoke, I'm going to put white rhinestones. So in here I can do either green or the same color I just had. So, you know, I can do these green that we see in here. So I'll do the green, you know, along the inside of her heart area. Keep the same color all the way through here. This area. So there's quite a bit of rhinestoning that I have to do. But, you know, it's going to look epic. So you guys can just keep hanging out while I keep doing this, or sometimes you just have to manually install these rhinestones, and they take a while. Because, like I said, I did not print this from my vinyl software. Otherwise, I could have just used my art program to do this. So it's a commissioned piece, and on commissioned pieces, you know, so that somebody wants a commissioned piece, I might charge $50 to do this because the amount of time put into it. And it's not only the time, you know, it's the knowledge of how to incorporate all the art types together, all the print media types, you know, because we have what, 1, 2, 3 print media types in this. So, you know, I will agree these things take a long time. Some people don't like to watch, but I mean, I'm on kind of an idea because we have a couple of cannabis shows coming up. You know, I want to submit the coolest shirt to the cannabis, different cannabis industries. Possibly pick up some live printing from them. I think I just sent one stone flying to Kingdom Come. No clue where that went. Can you guys still see what I'm doing over here? Let me do this. Bring my light right over here. That should give us a lot more light so that you can see what we're looking at. I can see. Imagine that. Figure since we're in a snowstorm, may as well do something fun all night. I had fun with the wives, and now I'm like, hey, I get my time. Time with me. Yeah, this is starting to go pretty quick now, as soon as I get all these little stones flipped over. And it's in these areas that we want to be very careful, or I want to be very careful to, when I move several of these over at once, to not bump my other line, because they do take a while to set up, you know. Even like this, it still takes a little bit of time. Damn. There is an easier way, just by using your vinyl software, but I explained why I did not use my vinyl software, because there is no software invented that allows you to go from DTG into, you know, rhinestones. There's just nothing there that does that yet. I don't think there'll ever be, honestly, because there's no way to cross the media across the software. You know, you can't do it. What do I have there? 4. And I just want to keep my stones pretty much in the same curve that follows that line there. And then they're all going to fit. And they'll look like they're part of a, you know, machine that did it, which would be kind of cool. But we do want to start, I should say, I want to start angling them, turning them at an angle, like we're making this loop here. And so now that I have these lined up, I can just drag and move 3 at a time. Oops, not like that. That one went flying. Not the way to do it. I don't have my bifocals on. Alright, so now we'll flip these 2 over. And I don't think after this I'll be able to get any more on this side here. Do I have a candle going on over there or something? All right, now we can go to that side. See, it really doesn't take too long once you kind of start getting them all going. It's just primarily the flipping them over that can be a little bit problematic. In this method, I have another method where I use the table and I just scoop them all up at once, but as I said, my measurements are off because I just threw this into the DTG program. All right, we're almost done with this section. Yeah, the couch is for sale that, is a vegan-only couch. Your mother's for sale, I'm sure, on the corner of Couch and Main. That helps you out. Problem with couches, people that want couches so much is they end up hugely overweight, laying down all the time, eating potato chips, and all other manners of blasphemy. Not having a couch keeps you away from the house, keeps you moving. I'm just kidding. We have a couch at the office for clients, but not here, because I'm the only one that stays here in the day, and if there's no couch, I stay fit. Couch doesn't produce money. As I said, it produces fat, overweight people, in essence. So, you got to understand the hustle before you get the things that you are seeking, which are couches and what have you. For me, it's not that important, and sweet, I got that lined in there. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And we don't want to have a mismatch there unless that side is larger, which it very well could be. So we just want 3 stones in there. I'll flip those over like so. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this printed and just make sure that all the areas that have and I don't even really know if I need that level right there. Does it look okay if I have it? All right, so we'll get that area laid there. We have to be super careful right here. And the shirt down here is really super hot. All right. Just want to make sure there are no loose stones anywhere that I can't see that might have went flying. Because, believe you me, they do go flying at times. And alright, let's go ahead and get this layer rolled. And we're just going to go ahead and drop that there. And I think there are none touching, so let's go ahead and drop that for 15 seconds. And we're moving right along. I do sweatshirts as well, Marie, hoodies. I do everything that a t-shirt business or a hoodie business has to have. Sweatshirts, hoodies, scoop necks. Very cool. So now, because I have to start working on the lower extremities of the shirt, let's take a look real quick. And thus far, see what this looks like. I have no flash. Let's see if that's because I have no. Well, it won't let me turn on my. Let's just look at it right here. Kind of gets you, you know, when you turn that thing, man, wow. And then we'll just get to working on the bottom end here. Alright, so now we're filling in all the areas back here, which are just going to be on the bottom of her neck. And the inside, that'll take me a while. Yeah, once those rhinestones begin to buckle in the light, I mean, it is a very cool, you know, effect on the eye. And then so we're just going to go ahead and lay them right in here. And then we're going to follow right in here in this ring. And then she'll have some right here. And then going in. We just kind of want to keep working until we get these laid correctly. It is a painstaking process, but if I wear this shirt out in the public, I'll sell some instantly. And I want to have 20 or 30 of these sitting in my car because I know that they'll, people will buy them right on the spot. I know people out here in Massachusetts are very, very rich people, and they like the bling. That's also good because we have a lot of cannabis support in this area. And see this, going this route here is very fast because I'm just matching them up with these dots that I already drew in here. Alright, so let's move to this side because I can just go ahead and knock out several of those in a row. 20% battery. See how I'm going to charge this over here. I think what I can do is undock my charger here. See if I can't bring it around. Get a charge here. And close this door. Like so. And let's get this charged. We want to definitely keep this line charged. Thank you, Marie. Thank you very much. Marie, I try to do shirts that involve a lot of different formats of printing. I like to mix my print methods up on shirts. I think it's very cool to do that. I just lost a stone. Seems like whenever you use the tool to pick them up, they don't flip, but if you use your fingers, somehow they just naturally flip. It's kind of weird. Okay, so I've got enough here. And we definitely want to make sure that these stay consistent in their lining. Like so. Now we're just going to go ahead and place all these into the center part of that line. Where did that go, I wonder? I think kind of just went flying somewhere, huh? Ah, did I really just do that? I just drove right through these stones. After that one stone, I feel like that Yogi Bear commercial where the bear goes for fish, and every time he sees a fish, he drops one and picks one up, hoping he'll catch the bigger fish. That's kind of what I just did. I ran my hand right through that. Thankfully, it's a simple fix. Three more stones to go on this side, I think. Cool. Now that side is done right here. I could probably lay, let's see what that'll look like. No, that's in the way. Alright, give me just a second. I'll move this around. This will lift up a little so that I can keep a good focus of where I'm at. Alright, that's one there. That's going around there. Nothing else I can throw there. According to my sheet, I should be able to do that other side really quick and kind of knock out a few birds with one stone, if you will. I don't know why we say that saying. Why does anybody want to knock out a bird? Alright, now we can get these lined up. I kind of feel like Don the Jeweler from Donnie Brasco. You want to see something special? So yeah, hurry the hell up with this shirt already. Okay, so we got that one done, that one done. Now I want to just focus on right around here. But first I'll get these pressed in there. Well, I really don't need to, but just keep going along, right? Cool thing is that no matter what, a lot of the stones are going to fall correctly. So it makes application really easy for the stones that are what I call semi-cooperative. If you drop enough stones, eventually a lot of them will fall just perfect for you to scoot with your finger. Still not as fast as using my vinyl cutter, but I'm in one of those weird moods where I have insomnia and I can't sleep. So you can see I'm just placing these the long way, kind of like we would do if I were going to place these on tennis shoes or something that I really don't have the ability to measure in a software. You just have to place your stones naturally like I'm doing. It's okay, gets the job done. It's a little bit slower, no complaints. Kind of relaxing. Wow, a bunch of those fell perfectly. Who would like to do that again, please? Coming down to the last of the couple of rhinestones, if I can quit dropping them. And then okay, so we have about 5 more stones to go. That one's being a booger to me, doesn't want to lay where I want it to lay it. It's giving me issues. We're going to do one more double check before I go to press this. All right. I think I can finally call this shirt finished. Who knows how many hours later. I do not think there's anything. Oh, I missed right here. So on here I'm near the line. So let's just get these put on. That'll be really quick. Especially if I get more that are. I get more that are lined up. Flipped upside right or flipped correctly. And that sucks. Thing that really sucks about doing the stones this way is that they're not locked in. And if you just accidentally touch one of the stones, you have to start all over again, which sometimes can be a frustrating thing because, as you can see, my stones are going to flip. Using my left hand makes it quite a bit easier. It's always good to try to be as ambidextrous as you can be. Situations like this make a great reason why. Learning to use both of your hands efficiently is very rewarding because I just saved myself a little bit of time there. So that's done already, okay. Just got to stay consistent with the others, in which I can see what do we have? 4, 4, 3. So we've got 4 lines of 4. Four lines of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 line of 3. And that looks pretty much level to where we want it to be, to where it's straight almost. Alright, let's get that laid and tacked in. I cannot lay these better if I put it on a machine to do it. Guess what I kind of can do is just solve some overcrowding like that. That does it. So that about completes this journey on this shirt. Just want to get some off the rim here. Hey babes, guess what I did? Come here, hold up. Turn off this light here in just a second. That shirt is done. All right, everybody. However long that took later, Go ahead and pull this downward so we can look up at it. Wow. Now let's take a look. That is hot, man. That is awesome. All right, everybody, take it easy. See ya.